Hi, it's me Paula, and today I'm making a video in English because I'm going to talk about German words that should exist in English. Well, let's just get started. Word number 1, Ohrwurm. If you translate it, it means earworm, but the meaning of it is if you're getting a song stuck in your head. An English person would say, oh my god, I got a song stuck in my head. The German person would say, ich habe einen Ohrwurm. In other words, I have an earworm. I don't know how they came up with that word, but I think it's pretty cool. Word number 2, Fernweh. There is a word in English for being homesick, and there's a word for that in German too. But Fernweh is the exact opposite of that. If you're at home but you want to go somewhere else, and you're sick of staying home all the time. It's hard to describe it in English, and that's why they should have a word for it. The third word is pretty funny. It's called Kummerspeck. And well, it's the fat that you gain if you eat a lot of like ice cream or chocolate or other crap and you gained weight because you're sad because you broke up or because you got a bad grade or something. But it's basically the fat you gain from being sad. That's a pretty funny word. The exact translation is sad, fat, sort of. So in English, a person would have to say, I ate so much and all because I'm sad. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You know what? There's a word for that in German. It's called Kummerspeck. So much easier to just say that one word than to have to explain that whole situation. Number 4, innerer Schweinehund. That's a pretty long word, and it's basically the feeling of procrastination. Innerer Schweinehund, if you translate it, it means your inner pig dog. I don't know why it's pig dog, don't ask me. But it's a pretty cool word in German, and it's that feeling you have inside of you that you can't get over, and it's the feeling because of which you procrastinate and you have to overcome that feeling. And in German, they have a word for that, which is pretty cool. The 5th word is one of the words that definitely should exist in English. The word is Fremdschämen. Fremdschämen describes the feeling when you're embarrassed for someone else. If someone else is really embarrassing and you're just like, oh my god, why are they doing that? That's called Fremdschämen. Not only Germans see other people who are embarrassing and have that feeling, also English and American people do. It's one of the most important words, I think. Fremdschämen, come on. Number 6. The word is Torschlusspanik. And it describes the feeling of when you realize that you run out of time for something. I mean, come on, who doesn't know procrastination? I think everyone has experienced that. And Torschlusspanik describes the feeling when you realize, oh my god, I'm gonna run out of time. Number, I think we're at 7. It's not just a German word, it's sort of like a German saying. Bist du lebensmüde? It sort of means, are you tired of life? But that's not the exact translation. Germans say that all the time. Just if you do something you shouldn't do, something like that. Every German person will say, bist du lebensmüde? Pretty important to have. Number 8, Weltschmerz. Weltschmerz is the feeling of pain that you have when you think about all the problems that are going on in the world, sort of. I don't know, but I don't have an English translation of that. Number 9, Kuddelmuddel. Sounds pretty funny, doesn't it? There's no translation for that, and it's not even like a real word. Basically, it describes a mess, and you can use it in all different kinds of situations. But it's a funny word, and I wanted to teach you that word. So, Kuddelmuddel it is. And number 10, Luftschloss. It's a really nice word, and if you translate it directly, it means air castle. It basically describes a dream that is probably not gonna happen, or that is really far away or really hard to reach. Number 8, help me. Abendbrot. If you translated it directly, it means evening bread, and it's basically the German dinner, because in Germany it's really popular to just have Abendbrot and not like an actual dinner with like all fancy stuff, but you basically often just have some bread with some cheese or whatever, or just butter. I think that's like German culture, basically. Word number 6, Fingerspitzengefühl. That's a pretty long word. If you translated it directly, it would mean the feeling inside of your fingertips. But it describes someone who is really careful, and for example, if someone feels really bad and you go there and you're really good at comforting that person, nice words, that would be a situation where you would say that person has Fingerspitzengefühl. So those were all the German words that I could come up with. My German subscribers, schreibt mir mal eure liebsten deutschen Sprichwörter in die Kommentare. I hope you enjoyed that video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Put a video here, which is my last video, really easy hairstyles. And then here I'm gonna put one of my makeup tutorials, so you should definitely check one of those out. And see you soon!